Picture a world before cities, before kings, where only the sky and the land held sway. It's 100,000 BCE, and humanity wanders in small bands, their footsteps soft on the earth. Feel the cool grass underfoot, smell the smoke of a campfire drifting upward, hear the distant call of a bird cutting through the stillness. For millennia, our ancestors lived this way, simple, unhurried, bound to the rhythms of seasons and stars. No towering walls, no written words, just the quiet hum of survival under an endless horizon. This is the dawn of civilization, a slow, gentle unfolding of human ingenuity. From scattered tribes to the first villages, from clay tablets to grand pyramids, these early chapters shaped us all. As snow fell on ancient plains or rivers carved their paths, people learned to sow, to build, to dream. Join us now as we trace this tranquil journey through fields and rivers, past ziggurats and oracle bones, where humanity's first whispers echo in stone and clay. Let the soft cadence of their story carry you a peaceful drift through time, from prehistory to the edge of empires, where every step was a quiet triumph of endurance. Picture yourself standing on a vast, open plain, the year 12,000 BCE, where the wind carries the scent of dry grass and distant pine. The sky stretches wide, a deep blue, unbroken by any city's glow, dotted only with the soft trails of clouds. Feel the cool earth beneath your bare feet, its surface dusted with frost from the fading ice age. In the distance, a small band of hunter-gatherers moves slowly, their silhouettes blending with the horizon. Hear the soft crunch of their steps, the low murmur of voices sharing plans for the day's hunt. This is the world before civilization, a time of wandering tribes where life was woven from fire, simple tools, and the quiet strength of community. Draw closer now, and let the gentle rhythm of their days unfold as we explore how they lived and endured under the endless sky. Imagine waking at dawn, your body curled on a bed of soft hides, their musky scent a faint comfort against the morning chill. The air is crisp, smelling of dew and the faint smoke of a campfire rekindled from last night's embers. You rise, your feet brushing the coarse grass, its texture rough against your soles. The band, perhaps 20 souls, men, women, and children, gathers around the fire, their faces weathered but warm. Smell the char of roasted roots, their earthy sweetness mingling with the tang of dried meat, passed hand to hand. Hear the soft crackle of the flames, the chatter of a child mimicking the adult's tasks. Archaeological finds, like those from the Levant's Natufian culture, show small groups living this way, moving with the seasons to follow game and gather plants. Your modern life, with its schedules and supermarkets, would fade here, replaced by a rhythm tied to the land's quiet pulse. Step into their daily work, the slow dance of survival. Picture a woman kneeling by a stream, her hands deftly stripping berries from a bush, their tart scent sharp in the air. Feel the smooth wood of a digging stick in her grip, its tip worn from probing the soil for roots. Nearby, a man sharpens a flint blade, its edge glinting as he strikes it against a stone, the soft clink echoing in the still air. Smell the flint's metallic tang, the dust rising from his work. These tools, simple spears, scrapers, baskets, were their lifeline, crafted with care, as seen in artifacts from sites like France's Lascaux caves. Hear the rustle of woven reeds as a basket is filled with nuts, the soft thud of a spear tested against a tree. Your modern tools, electric gadgets, instant solutions, would find no place here, where every task was a patient act of skill and survival. Move now to the hunt, a quiet pursuit through the forest's edge. Picture the band moving silently, their footsteps muffled by pine needles, their breath steady in the cold. Smell the damp earth, the faint musk of deer tracks pressed into the mud. Hear the soft snap of a twig, the low whistle signaling a sighting. The hunters, armed with spears tipped with flint, move as one, their eyes sharp, their bodies low. Feel the weight of a spear in your hand, its shaft rough, its balance unfamiliar. Archaeological evidence from Germany's Schöningen site reveals wooden spears used to hunt horses and deer, a task requiring patience and trust. Success was rare. A single kill could feed the band for days, its meat smoked over a fire, its hide scraped for clothing. Your modern convenience, grocery stores, prepackaged meals, would be a distant dream in this world of hard-won sustenance. Return to the campfire at dusk, where the band gathers, their faces lit by the fire's golden glow. Smell the smoky richness of roasting hair, its fat sizzling as it drips into the flames. Hear the soft crackle of burning pine, the hum of a story told in a low voice. Perhaps of a great hunt or a starlit night. The fire is their heart, a source of warmth, light, and safety. Archaeological sites like Israel's Qasem Cave show hearths used for millennia, their ash layers a testament to community. Feel the heat on your skin, faint but vital, as you sit on a hide, its texture soft from years of use. The band shares everything: food, warmth, stories, bound by trust that holds them through the cold. Your modern isolation, with its private spaces, would soften here, where survival was a shared song, sung in whispers around the flames. Consider the Ice Age's slow retreat, its icy breath lingering in the air. Picture a winter camp in a cave, its stone walls cool but shielding from the wind. Smell the damp rock, the faint smoke of a fire built deep within. Hear the drip of melting ice, the soft rustle of furs, as the band huddles close. The Ice Age, stretching back tens of thousands of years, shaped their lives. Mammoths and reindeer roamed, their bones found in sites like Russia's Sungir, alongside tools and beads. Feel the weight of a mammoth tusk needle, its smoothness a marvel, used to stitch furs for warmth. Winters were harsh, forcing migrations to follow game, each move a careful choice. Your modern comforts, heated homes, steady food, would offer no shield here, where endurance meant reading the land's subtle signs. Reflect on their community, the quiet strength that bound them. Picture a grandmother teaching a child to weave reeds, her hands steady, her voice soft as she hums. Smell the faint sweetness of the reeds, their fibers pliable in her fingers. Hear the child's giggle, a spark in the cave's stillness. These bonds were their survival. Archaeological finds, like communal burials in France's Grotte Chauvet, show care for the dead, a sign of deep ties. Feel the warmth of a shared fur, the trust as food is divided equally, even in lean times. Your modern independence, with its focus on self, would bend here, where the band's strength was their unity, a web of care woven through countless winters. Step into a moment of quiet ritual. Picture a man painting on a cave wall, his hands stained with ochre, its earthy scent filling the air. See the flickering torchlight, its shadows dancing across a bison drawn in red and black. Hear the soft scrape of his fingers, blending pigment into stone. These paintings, found in sites like Spain's Altamira, were more than art, perhaps prayers for a successful hunt, a way to mark their place in the world. Feel the cool stone under your palm, its permanence a contrast to their wandering lives. Your modern distractions, screens, instant images, would fade here, where meaning was etched slowly, with purpose. Now, picture the band moving at dawn, their camp packed onto sledges, the hides and tools bundled tight. Smell the frost in the air, the faint pine of the forest they enter. Hear the soft creak of leather straps, the crunch of snow underfoot. Their nomadic life was fluid, following herds and seasons. Archaeological evidence from Siberia's Malta site shows portable shelters, tools carried across vast distances. Feel the weight of a basket on your back, its woven reeds digging into your shoulders. Each move was a balance of risk and hope, a journey toward greener lands. Your modern stability, fixed homes, mapped routes, would find no echo here, where the land dictated every step. As you linger in this world, picture the fire's glow at night. The band gathered close, their faces softened by its light. Smell the smoke, the faint sweetness of berries shared from a woven pouch. Hear the soft hum of a lullaby, the rustle of furs as they settle. The hunter-gatherer's life was a quiet symphony of movement and rest, shaped by the land and bound by community. Their tools, fires and bonds carried them through the Ice Age's slow fade, each day a testament to resilience. Archaeological records whisper of their endurance, bones, tools, and hearts buried in time. Let this scene carry you forward, their quiet steps a gentle rhythm as we move to the next chapter of humanity's rise. Picture yourself standing on a gentle hill, the year 8000 BCE, where the air carries the fresh scent of damp soil and sprouting grass. The sun warms your face, its light glinting off a slow-moving river below, its waters murmuring softly. Before you lies a cluster of mud brick huts, their roofs thatched with straw, smoke curling lazily from a central hearth. Feel the soft earth under your feet, its texture cool and yielding as you step closer to this fledgling village. Hear the distant bleat of a sheep, the rustle of wheat stalks swaying in the breeze. This is the dawn of the Neolithic Revolution, a time when humanity traded wandering for roots, learning to farm and settle in quiet, steady steps. Draw closer now and let the gentle rhythm of their new life unfold as we explore how the first farmers and their early settlements reshaped the world. Imagine waking in one of these huts, the air cool and heavy with the scent of straw and clay. Your bed is a mat of woven reeds, its texture scratchy but warm beneath a hide blanket. Smell the faint smoke from a smoldering fire, its embers glowing faintly in the dim light filtering through a low doorway. Outside, the village stirs, perhaps a dozen families, their voices soft as they begin the day's work. Hear the scrape of a stone hoe against soil, the soft thud of seeds dropped into furrows. The discovery of farming, wheat, barley, lentils, was a slow miracle as seen in archaeological sites like Jericho in the Levant, where early farmers tilled the land by 9000 BCE. Feel the grainy texture of barley in your hands, its husks rough as you rub them free. Your modern grocery aisles, filled with endless choices, would fade here, where every seed sown was a hope for survival. Step into the fields, where the village's heart beats with the rhythm of planting. Picture a woman bending low, her hands pressing wheat seeds into the earth, her fingers caked with mud. Smell the rich, loamy scent of the soil, warmed by the sun, mingling with the faint sweetness of sprouting plants. Hear the soft splash of water as she dips a gourd into an irrigation ditch, guiding the river's flow to her crops. These ditches, dug with bone and stone tools, were early feats of engineering. Excavations at Çatalhöyük in modern Turkey reveal networks that watered fields for centuries. Feel the weight of a hoe in your hands, its wooden handle worn smooth, its blade heavy with earth. Your modern tools, tractors, sprinklers, would be unimaginable here, where farming was a patient dance with the seasons, each day a quiet step toward harvest. Move now to the edge of the village, where animals graze in a makeshift pen. Picture a herd of goats, their woolly coats dusty, their bleats soft in the morning air. Smell the musky scent of their hides, the faint tang of milk, as a child kneels to fill a clay pot. The domestication of animals, sheep, goats, pigs, was a gradual bond, forged over generations, as seen in remains from Iran's Zagros Mountains, where herding began around 8000 BCE. Feel the coarse wool of a sheep under your palm, its warmth a promise of clothing and food. Hear the soft clink of a stone knife as a man shears wool, the rustle of straw scattered for bedding. Your modern distance from animals, supermarkets, packaged meat, would dissolve here, where livestock were kin, their care a daily ritual of survival. Enter the village's heart, a small courtyard where the community gathers. See the mud brick walls, their surfaces cracked but sturdy, painted with ochre in simple patterns. Smell the faint char of a communal fire, where flatbreads bake on hot stones, their wheaty aroma mingling with the steam of a lentil stew. Hear the soft chatter of neighbors, the laughter of children chasing a stray goat. These early settlements, like those at Mehrgarh in modern Pakistan, grew slowly, housing dozens rather than thousands, their lives woven together by shared labor. Feel the smooth clay of a bowl in your hands, its warmth from the stew a fleeting comfort. Your modern solitude, with its private kitchens, would soften here, where meals were a communal act, binding the village through shared harvests. Consider the slow shift from wandering to settling, a change that reshaped body and mind. Picture a man repairing a hut, his hands smoothing mud over cracks, its cool texture clinging to his skin. Hear the soft slap of mud against brick, the creak of a wooden ladder. This permanence, staying in one place, brought new rhythms as archaeological evidence from Jordan's Ain Ghazal shows, with houses built to last generations. Smell the straw of a new roof, its freshness a contrast to the dusty trails of nomadic life. Your modern stability, fixed homes, paved roads, would echo faintly here, where settling meant trusting the land to provide a leap of faith in every planted seed. Reflect on the physical toll of this new life, the way farming shaped their days. Picture a woman grinding grain on a stone quern, her shoulders aching, the rhythmic grind filling the air with dust. Smell the flower's faint sweetness, its particles catching in her hair. Hear her soft hum, a song to ease the labor as children watch, learning her motions. Medical studies of Neolithic skeletons, like those from Abu Huraira in Syria, reveal worn joints and teeth ground down by gritty bread, signs of a harder but steadier life. Feel the ache in your own hands, the weight of a basket of barley carried from the field. Your modern ease, electric grinders, packaged flour, would offer no relief here, where every meal was earned through sweat and patience. Step into a moment of quiet ritual. Picture a family burying seeds in a small plot, their hands pressing earth over wheat, as if planting a prayer. Smell the damp soil, its richness a promise of life. Hear the soft murmur of a blessing, perhaps for rain or sun, a tradition rooted in hope. Archaeological finds, like storage pits at Çatal Höyük, show offerings buried with seeds, signs of reverence for the land. Feel the cool earth under your fingers, its texture a bond between you and the harvest. Your modern detachment, food far removed from soil, would fade here, where farming was a sacred act, tying the village to the earth's slow cycles. Now picture the village at dusk, the sky a soft purple, the air cool with the scent of river water and straw. The fire glows in the courtyard, its crackle a steady heartbeat as families share a meal of bread and stew. See their faces, lit by the flames, softened by the day's labor. Smell the faint smoke, the earthy warmth of boiled lentils. Hear the soft clink of clay cups, the murmur of a story about the first planting. These villages were the seeds of civilization, their small, steady steps, farming, herding, building, laying roots for the future. Archaeological records whisper of their endurance, mud bricks and grain pits enduring through time. Let this scene linger, the village's quiet rhythm, a testament to their patience as we move to the next chapter of humanity's rise. Picture yourself standing on the banks of the Tigris River, the year 3200 BCE, where the air carries the warm scent of sun-baked clay and blooming reeds. The sun glints off the water, its gentle ripples lapping against a shore lined with date palms, their fronds rustling softly in the breeze. Before you rises a Sumerian city, its mud brick walls glowing golden under the Mesopotamian sky, a ziggurat's stepped silhouette looming in the distance. Feel the soft silt beneath your feet, its texture cool and yielding as you step toward the city's heart. Hear the faint hum of voices, the splash of a canal's water diverted to fields. This is Sumer, the cradle of civilization, where humanity learned to write, trade, and live by gentle laws, each step a quiet milestone. Draw closer now, and let the calm rhythm of their world unfold as we explore how Mesopotamia wove its first threads of order. Imagine waking in a mud brick house, its walls smooth and cool, the air heavy with the earthy scent of clay and straw. Your bed is a reed mat, its fibers woven tight, smelling faintly of the river's edge. Outside, the city stirs. Merchants, farmers, scribes moving through narrow streets. Smell the warm dust kicked up by their sandals, the faint sweetness of barley from a nearby granary. Hear the soft clink of clay tokens, used to track grain or livestock, a precursor to writing's birth. Archaeological finds from Uruk show these tokens evolving into cuneiform, wedge-shaped marks pressed into clay tablets Feel the smooth surface of a tablet in your hands, its damp clay yielding under a stylus. Your modern world, screens, keyboards, would fade here, where writing began as a slow, deliberate act, capturing life in clay. Step into the city's center, where a ziggurat towers, its steps climbing toward the sky, a quiet offering to the gods. Picture a priest atop it, his linen robe swaying, his hands scattering grain in ritual. Smell the faint incense, its spicy warmth drifting over the baked bricks. Hear the soft chant of prayers, blending with the murmur of a crowd below. The ziggurat was Suma's heart, as seen in excavations at Ur, where temples doubled as storehouses and schools. Feel the rough texture of a brick under your palm, its warmth holding the sun's heat. Scribes trained in these temples etched records, grain yields, trade deals onto tablets, their work a silent bridge to the future. Your modern records, digital files, instant notes would find no echo here, where each mark was a labor of precision. Move to the canals now, their waters glinting under the sun, guiding life to Suma's fields. Picture a farmer, his hands calloused, guiding a wooden plow through soft earth, its blades scraping with a low, steady hum. Smell the rich mud, the faint green of barley sprouting in neat rows. Hear the splash of water as he opens a reed gate, letting the canal's flow nourish his crops. These canals, mapped in archaeological sites like Nippur, turned marshes into farmland, feeding cities that grew to thousands. Feel the cool water on your fingers as you dip them in. It's silt, gritty, but life-giving. Your modern taps with their endless clean water would be a dream here, where irrigation was a careful art, sustaining life through patient labor. Enter a marketplace, its air alive with the scent of sesame oil and dried fish. Picture merchants at clay tables, their voices soft as they barter wool for copper, their hands weighing goods with stone weights. Hear the clink of shells used as early currency, the rustle of woven baskets filled with dates. Smell the faint sweetness of honey traded from distant hills. Trade, as evidenced by seals from Susa, linked Suma to far-off lands, bringing tin and lapis lazuli. Feel the smooth clay of a seal in your hand, its carved patterns a merchant's signature. Your modern markets, supermarkets, online carts would dissolve here, where trade was a gentle exchange built on trust and clay tokens. Consider the laws that held this city together, their quiet presence shaping daily life. Picture a scribe etching a tablet, his stylus pressing rules into clay. Debts to be paid, land to be shared. Smell the faint dust of the tablet, its surface hardening under the sun. Hear the soft murmur of a dispute settled by a priest, his voice calm as he reads from the code. Early laws, like those of Urukagina, found in Lagash, set prices and protected the weak, a soft framework for order. Feel the weight of a tablet in your hands, its words a whisper of justice. Your modern legal systems, courts, contracts, would find roots here, where laws were born in clay, their authority as steady as the river's flow. Reflect on the physical toll of this new life, the way writing and city living shaped their days. Picture a scribe, his eyes straining in the dim light of a reed lamp, its smoky scent clinging to his robe. Hear the soft scratch of his stylus, the faint creak of a wooden stool. Archaeological studies of Sumerian skeletons show hunched shoulders from long hours of writing, hands worn by grinding styluses. Feel the ache in your own fingers, the clay's coolness as you practice wedge-shaped marks. Your modern ease, typing, printing, would offer no relief here, where every word was a labor, etched with care to outlast time. Step into a moment of quiet ritual. Picture a family offering grain at a small shrine, their hands dusting the altar with barley. Smell the faint sweetness of the grain, the clay's earthy warmth beneath it. Hear their soft prayers, a plea for a good harvest, blending with the river's murmur outside. Excavations at Eridu reveal household shrines, signs of devotion woven into daily life. Feel the smooth clay of a figurine, its form a silent guardian. Your modern detachment, schedules, secular routines would soften here, where faith and survival were one, a quiet thread through the city's hum. Now, picture the city at dusk, the ziggurat's shadow stretching across mud-brick homes, their walls glowing in the fading light. The air is warm, scented with reeds and baked clay, as families gather to eat, flatbreads, dates, a fish stew. Hear the soft clink of clay cups, the murmur of a shared story about the river's gifts. Smell the faint oil of a lamp, its flame steady in the still air. Suma's life was a gentle weave of work and ritual, its scribes, farmers, and traders building a world that whispered of order. Archaeological finds, tablets, seals, canals tell of their patience, their slow steps towards civilization. Let this scene linger, the city's calm rhythm a testament to their endurance, as we move to the next chapter of humanity's rise. Picture yourself on the banks of the Nile, the year 2600 BCE, where the river's gentle flow mirrors the sky's endless blue. The air is warm, scented with the sweet green of papyrus reeds and the faint silt of floodwaters. Before you, a village of mud-brick homes basks in the sun, their walls smooth and golden. In the distance, a pyramid rises, its limestone blocks gleaming, a quiet testament to eternity. Feel the soft mud underfoot, cool and yielding from the river's gift. Hear the splash of a fisherman's net, the low hum of a hymn drifting from a temple. This is ancient Egypt, a land of calm rhythms and monumental dreams, where life unfolded along the Nile's steady pulse. Draw closer now, and let the serene flow of their days unfold as we explore how they lived and built under the sun's gentle gaze. Imagine waking in a riverside home, the air cool with the dawn's breath, smelling of clay, and the faint sweetness of barley porridge simmering over a fire. Your bed is a woven reed mat, its texture firm but warmed by a linen sheet. Step outside, where the Nile's flood has painted the fields green with wheat. Smell the rich earth, its fertility a gift renewed each year. Hear the soft creak of a shaduf, lifting water to irrigate crops, its rhythm a heartbeat of the land. Archaeological finds from sites like Amana show villages thriving on the Nile's bounty. Fish, grain, flax, sustaining thousands in quiet abundance. Your modern stores, with their endless shelves, would fade here, where the river's cycle dictated every meal. Move to the fields, where farmers work with steady hands, their wooden hoes breaking the soil's crust. Picture a man sowing emmer wheat, his fingers scattering seeds, their faint dust rising in the air. Smell the green scent of sprouting plants, the mud's cool dampness under his sandals. Hear the soft chatter of workers, their voices blending with the river's murmur. These fields, mapped in tomb paintings from Thebes, fed Egypt's people. Their labor a quiet dance with the seasons. Feel the smooth handle of a hoe, its weight familiar yet heavy with purpose. Your modern machinery, tractors, harvesters, would be a distant dream here, where farming was a patient act tied to the Nile's gentle flood. Step toward the pyramid's construction site, where workers haul limestone blocks, their surfaces warm under the sun. See the ramps of earth and wood, their slopes dusted with sand, guiding stones upward. Smell the dry dust, the faint sweat of laborers chanting in rhythm to ease their toil. Hear the soft scrape of stone on stone, the creak of ropes taut with effort. The pyramids, like those at Giza, were built over decades, as inscriptions reveal, with workers fed by the pharaoh's stores. Feel the rough texture of a block under your palm, its weight a silent vow to eternity. Your modern cranes and engines would find no echo here, where monuments rose through shared labor and time. Enter a temple now, its sandstone walls carved with images of gods, their colors vivid in the dim light. Smell the faint incense, its spicy warmth curling upward, a gift to Osiris or Ra. Hear the soft chant of priests, their voices low, reciting prayers for the afterlife. The Egyptians believed death was a journey, as seen in texts like the pyramid texts, their tombs filled with bread and amulets for the next world. Feel the smooth papyrus of a funerary scroll, its ink sharp with the scent of charcoal. Your modern detachment, secular lives, fleeting rituals, would soften here, where the afterlife was as real as the Nile, a quiet hope woven into every day. Picture the pharaoh, a divine caretaker, standing before his people, his linen kilt pristine, a crook and flail in his hands. See his calm gaze, his presence a bridge between gods and men, as described in reliefs from Karnak. Smell the lotus flower tucked into his crown, its sweetness faint but grounding. Hear the soft murmur of his court, their loyalty a steady hum. Pharaohs, like Khufu or Senusret, oversaw the land's order, fields, temples, pyramids, ensuring harmony or ma'at. Feel the cool gold of an amulet in your hand, its weight a symbol of his care. Your modern leaders, distant and administrative, would contrast with this divine role, where rule was a sacred duty. Reflect on the physical life along the Nile, its rhythm shaping body and soul. Picture a fisherman casting his net, his shoulders bronzed, his hands rough from rope. Smell the fishy tang of the river, the faint mud on his feet. Hear his soft hum, a song to pass the hours. Tomb paintings from Saqqara show workers with worn joints, their bodies marked by labor yet sustained by the Nile's gifts. Feel the ache in your own hands, hauling a basket of flax, its fibers prickly. Your modern ease, mechanized work, soft beds would offer no relief here, where life was a steady flow of effort and rest. Step into a moment of quiet ritual. Picture a family offering bread at a small shrine, its clay altar warm from the sun. Smell the baked dough, its warmth a fleeting comfort. Hear their soft prayers, a plea for the river's flood, blending with the breeze. Excavations at Deir el-Medina reveal household altars, signs of devotion to gods like Bes. Feel the smooth clay of a votive figure, its form a silent hope. Your modern routines, fast and fleeting, would slow here, where faith and life were one, a gentle thread through the village's days. Now, picture the village at dusk, the Nile a silver ribbon under a purple sky, the air scented with reeds and smoke. Families gather, sharing bread and fish, their faces softened by firelight. Hear the soft clink of cups, the murmur of a story about the gods. Egypt's calm era was a tapestry of river, stone, and faith, its pyramids and prayers enduring through time. Archaeological finds, tombs, papyri, whisper of their steady lives, a quiet triumph of harmony. Let this scene linger, the Nile's gentle flow, a testament to their endurance, as we move to the next chapter of humanity's rise. Picture yourself on the banks of the Yellow River, the year 1800 BCE, where the air carries the warm scent of loess soil and blooming millet fields. The river flows steadily, its muddy waters glinting under a pale morning sun, weaving through a patchwork of villages. Before you, mud brick homes cluster, their roofs thatched with straw, smoke curling softly from hearths. Feel the cool, silty earth beneath your feet, its texture soft from recent floods. Hear the gentle splash of a fisherman's paddle, the low hum of voices planting crops. This is early China, where the Xia and Shang dynasties took root, a world of quiet villages, oracle bones, and bronze, bound by reverence for ancestors. Draw closer now, and let the serene rhythm of their lives unfold as we explore how they built the foundations of dynasties. Imagine waking in a simple house, its walls of packed earth cool to the touch, the air scented with straw, and the faint warmth of boiled millet porridge. Your bed is a reed mat, its fibers woven tight, warmed by a woolen blanket. Step outside, where the village stirs, farmers tending fields, children carrying water in clay pots. Smell the earthy richness of the soil, the faint green of millet sprouts. Hear the soft creak of a wooden plow, its blade cutting furrows in the less. Archaeological finds from Erlitou, linked to the Xia dynasty, show villages thriving along the Yellow River, their crops of millet and rice feeding small communities. Your modern kitchens, with their instant meals, would fade here, where every grain was a gift of the river's flood. Move to the fields, where farmers work with steady hands, their hoes breaking the soft earth. Picture a woman scattering rice seeds, her fingers dusted with soil, its damp scent rising in the air. Hear the soft low of an ox pulling a plow, the splash of water channeled from the river to irrigate crops. These fields, as seen in remains from Anyang, sustained the Shang dynasty, their harvests stored in clay-lined pits. Feel the smooth handle of a hoe, its wood worn by countless hands. Your modern machinery, tractors, sprinklers, would be a distant dream here, where farming was a patient act tied to the river's gentle rhythm. Step into a ritual space now, where a diviner kneels before a turtle shell, its surface smooth and pale. Smell the faint char of a fire heating the shell, its cracks red as messages from ancestors. Hear the soft crackle of the flames, the low chant of the diviner's prayer. Oracle bones, found in thousands at Yingshu, were etched with questions about harvests, rains, or health answered by spirits. Feel the cool bone under your fingers, its inscriptions a whisper of the past. Your modern science, with its data and forecasts, would find no echo here, where ancestors guided life through quiet signs in bone and flame. Picture a bronze workshop, its air thick with the metallic tang of molten copper and tin. See a craftsman pouring liquid bronze into a clay mold, its heat shimmering in the dim light. Hear the soft hiss as the metal cools, the tap of a hammer, shaping a vessel for rituals. Smell the faint smoke of the furnace, the earthiness of the clay molds. Shang bronzes, like those from Sangjingdui, were masterpieces, ding cauldrons, bells, used in offerings to ancestors. Feel the smooth curve of a finished bronze, its weight heavy with purpose. Your modern factories, with their speed and scale, would slow here, where each vessel was a labor of reverence. Reflect on the rituals of ancestor worship, the heart of this world. Picture a family at a small shrine, offering millet and wine, their hands dusting the altar with grain. Smell the faint sweetness of the wine, its clay jug cool to the touch. Hear their soft prayers, a plea for guidance, blending with the river's murmur. Archaeological sites like Zhengzhou show altars in homes, signs of devotion woven into daily life. Feel the smooth wood of a carved ancestor figure, its presence a quiet comfort. Your modern detachment, secular routines, fleeting rituals, would soften here where ancestors were ever present, their spirits a steady thread through the village's days. Consider the physical life along the Yellow River, its rhythms shaping body and soul. Picture a farmer, his hands rough from plowing, his face bronzed by the sun. Smell the faint mud on his sandals, the millet dust clinging to his tunic. Hear his soft hum, a song to ease the labor. Skeletons from Banpo reveal worn joints from farming, teeth ground by gritty grains, yet sustained by the river's bounty. Feel the ache in your own shoulders, carrying a basket of rice, its weight steady. Your modern ease, mechanized work, soft beds, would offer no relief here, where life was a quiet cycle of toil and rest. Step into the village at dusk, the river a golden thread under a fading sky, the air warm with the scent of straw and smoke. Families gather, sharing bowls of millet porridge, their faces softened by firelight. Hear the soft clink of clay cups, the murmur of a tale about the river's origins. Smell the faint sesame oil in a dish, its richness a small joy. Early China's life was a gentle weave of fields, rituals, and bronze, its villages laying the roots of dynasties. Archaeological finds, oracle bones, cauldrons, whisper of their steady endurance, a quiet triumph of harmony. Let this scene linger, the river's flow a testament to their patience as we move to the next chapter of humanity's rise. Picture yourself on a dusty plain near the Mediterranean, the year 1200 BCE, where the air carries the dry scent of parched earth and fading olive groves. The sun hangs low, casting long shadows over crumbling mud brick walls, once part of a thriving city. In the distance, a river trickles weakly, its banks cracked from drought. Feel the warm, gritty soil beneath your feet, its texture rough with broken pottery. Hear the faint rustle of dry reeds, the soft murmur of a family packing their belongings to move on. This is the late Bronze Age, a time when great empires, Mycenae, Hittite, Egypt, faltered quietly, reshaped by unseen forces. Draw closer now and let the gentle ebb of their world unfold as we explore the slow collapse and the calm that followed. Imagine standing in a once bustling city, its streets now quiet, the air heavy with the scent of abandoned hearths and crumbling clay. The market, once alive with trade, is silent, save for the soft clink of a dropped bronze tool, its edge dulled by neglect. Smell the faint dust of collapsed roofs, the stale grain left in shattered jars. Archaeological finds from Ugarit in Syria show cities burned or deserted, their walls scarred by time. No grand battles echo here, just a slow unraveling, as trade routes faded and harvests failed. Your modern cities, with their constant hum, would fade in this stillness, where life softened into survival. Step toward the coast, where the sea peoples, shadowy wanderers, left whispers of their passage. Picture a small harbor, its wooden docks splintered, the sea lapping gently against them. Smell the salty tang of the waves, the faint rot of abandoned nets. Hear the soft creak of a boat, its sails tattered as families flee drought or unrest. Egyptian inscriptions, like those of Ramesses III, mention these peoples, tribes from unknown lands, disrupting trade with quiet raids. Feel the rough wood of a dock under your palm, its surface warm but unsteady. Your modern maps, with their clear borders, would blur here, where migrations shifted lives like sand, slowly reshaping the world. Move inland to a village where drought has withered the fields. Picture a farmer, his hands cracked from dry soil, gazing at stunted barley, its stalks brittle under a merciless sun. Smell the faint dust of failed crops, the parched earth's arid breath. Hear the soft sigh of wind through empty granaries, their clay jars cracked and bare. Archaeological evidence from the Levant shows pollen records of prolonged droughts, starving cities, and driving migrations. Feel the weight of a hoe in your hands, its blade useless against hardened ground. Your modern grocery stores, with their endless produce, would be a dream here, where hunger crept in, quiet but relentless. Consider the migrations, families leaving homes for new lands. Picture a group walking a dusty trail, their bundles of hides and pots swaying gently. Smell the faint sweat of their effort, the dry grass underfoot. Hear the soft crunch of their steps, the murmur of a child asking for water. Excavations at Troy and Mycenae show signs of movement. New pottery styles, mixed bones, hinting at tribes seeking refuge. Feel the coarse fabric of a sack on your shoulder, its weight a reminder of loss. Your modern stability, fixed homes, global networks, would dissolve here, where survival meant moving on, step by patient step. Reflect on the toll of this decline, the way it reshaped lives. Picture a scribe in a crumbling palace, his hands trembling as he etches a final tablet, its clay soft and damp. Smell the faint ink, its charcoal scent mingling with dust. Hear the soft scratch of his stylus, recording a harvest that never came. Skeletons from the period, found in Cyprus, show signs of malnutrition, bones weakened by lean years. Feel the ache in your own hands, the hunger gnawing quietly. Your modern comforts, abundant food, steady work, would offer no shield here, where life slowed to a whisper of endurance. Step into a moment of quiet resilience. Picture a family rebuilding in a smaller village, their new home modest but sturdy. See them shaping mud bricks, their hands slick with clay, its cool scent grounding. Hear the soft slap of mud against wood, the hum of a song to ease the labor. Smell the faint smoke of a new hearth, kindled with scavenged wood. Archaeological sites, like those in the Peloponnese, show small settlements rising from the ashes, their people adapting with simple tools and shared hope. Feel the smooth surface of a clay pot filled with barley once more. Your modern haste, quick fixes, instant solutions would pause here, where rebuilding was a gentle act of faith. Now, picture a new dawn, the air cool with the scent of dew and fresh earth as smaller kingdoms take root. See a village by a stream, its fields green again, its homes clustered tightly. Smell the faint sweetness of sprouting wheat, the river's clean breath. Hear the soft laughter of children playing with clay figures, their voices a spark in the quiet. These kingdoms, as seen in records from the Neo-Hittite states, grew slowly, their lives simpler but steady. Feel the warmth of a communal fire, its embers a promise of continuity. The Bronze Age's collapse was no loud fall, but a soft shift, its empires fading into whispers of clay and stone. As you linger in this scene, picture the village at dusk, the sky a soft purple, the air scented with smoke and new grass. Families gather, sharing a meal of bread and lentils, their faces softened by firelight. Hear the soft clink of cups, the murmur of a story about the river's return. The collapse was a quiet turning point. Its causes, drought, migration, sea peoples, blending into a slow change. Archaeological finds, ruined palaces, new villages, whisper of resilience, a calm after the storm. Let this scene linger, the village's gentle rhythm a testament to their endurance as we move to the final chapter of humanity's rise. Picture yourself seated by a quiet riverbank, the year 500 BCE, where the evening air is soft with the scent of damp earth and fading sunlight. The water flows gently, its surface catching the last golden rays, reflecting a world that has grown from scattered sparks into a tapestry of villages and cities. Before you, a crumbling clay tablet lies half buried in the soil, its wedge-shaped marks a whisper from Sumer. Feel the cool, smooth clay under your fingers, its texture worn by time. Hear the distant murmur of a village, the soft crackle of a fire where stories of the past are shared. This is the twilight of humanity's first chapters, a time to reflect on the slow rise from wandering tribes to organized kingdoms, their legacy etched in stone and clay. Draw closer now and let the gentle hum of their story wrap you in peace as we trace the quiet threads of their journey. Imagine looking back to the plains of 12,000 BCE, where hunter-gatherers wandered under vast skies, their lives a rhythm of footsteps and campfires. Picture their hands, rough from crafting flint tools, their faces warmed by the smoky glow of a hearth. Smell the charred wood, the faint musk of hides shared among the band. Hear their soft voices, weaving tales of hunts and stars. Archaeological finds, like those from the Natufian culture, reveal their resilience, their tools and bones, a testament to survival through the Ice Age's chill. Your modern haste, schedules, screens would dissolve in their patient dance with the land, where each day was a quiet step toward tomorrow. Step forward to the Neolithic fields around 8000 BCE, where the first farmers knelt in soft earth, sowing wheat and barley. Picture a woman pressing seeds into the soil, her hands dusted with silt, its rich scent rising under the sun. Hear the soft splash of irrigation water, the bleat of a newly tamed goat. Feel the coarse handle of a hoe, its weight steady in her grip. Sites like Çatalhöyük show villages rising, their mud brick homes a new permanence, their harvests a gentle shift from wandering to rooting. Your modern abundance, supermarkets, instant meals, would fade here, where every grain was a labor of hope, a seed of civilization planted in trust. Move to Sumer, 3200 BCE, where cities bloomed along the Tigris, their ziggurats reaching for the sky. Picture a scribe etching cuneiform onto a clay tablet, its damp surface yielding under his stylus, the air scented with dust and ink. Hear the soft scratch of his work, the murmur of a marketplace trading wool and copper. Smell the faint incense from a temple, its warmth a prayer for order. Excavations at Uruk reveal canals and laws, signs of a society weaving complexity with care. Your modern words, typed, fleeting, would pause here, where writing was born, each mark a whisper of eternity captured in clay. Drift to Egypt's Nile, 2600 BCE, where the river's steady flow cradled a monumental era. Picture workers hauling limestone for pyramids, their chants soft against the scrape of stone. Smell the muddy richness of the floodplains, the lotus flowers tucked into a pharaoh's crown. Hear the low hum of prayers for the afterlife, echoing in sandstone temples. Tomb paintings from Giza show lives bound to the river's rhythm, their faith in Ma'at a quiet harmony. Your modern rush, deadlines, distractions would slow here, where time moved with the Nile's gentle pulse, each pyramid a testament to patience. Wander to the Indus Valley, 2500 BCE, where Harappa's streets lay in neat grids, their drains channeling the river's gift. Picture a potter shaping a clay jar, her hands slick with earth, its scent grounding. Hear the soft ripple of the Great Bath, the murmur of traders swapping beads for cotton. Smell the faint smoke of a communal fire, baking bread for all. Archaeological finds from Mohenjo-Daro show a civilization of peace, its script a silent mystery. Your modern noise, traffic, news would hush here, where order was a quiet agreement, woven in brick and water. Journey to China's Yellow River, 1800 BCE, where villages grew into the Jia and Shang dynasties. Picture a diviner reading cracks in an oracle bone, its faint char rising in the air. Hear the soft clink of a bronze cauldron, cast for ancestor rituals, its metal warm to the touch. Smell the millet porridge shared at dusk, its sweetness a small comfort. Excavations at Anyang reveal shrines and fields, signs of lives bound by reverence. Your modern detachment, secular days, fast lives, would soften here, where ancestors whispered guidance through bone and bronze. Reflect on the Bronze Age's quiet collapse around 1200 BCE, where empires faded like embers in the dust. Picture a deserted city, its walls crumbling, the air heavy with the scent of dry earth and broken pottery. Hear the soft crunch of a family's steps, migrating to greener lands. Smell the faint smoke of a new village's hearth, kindled with hope. Archaeological sites like Troy show drought and migration reshaping the world, new kingdoms rising softly from the ashes. Your modern stability, fixed borders, global trade would shift here, where change was a gentle tide, washing away the old. Consider the legacy of these chapters, preserved in whispers of stone and clay. Picture a cave painting, its ochre bison fading but vivid, its earthy scent lingering. Feel the smooth edge of a Sumerian tablet, its cuneiform a story of trade. Hear the faint echo of an Egyptian chant, carved in a tomb's wall. Smell the dust of an Indus seal, its script a riddle unsolved. Archaeological finds, bones, bricks, bronzes, carry these voices across millennia, their quiet endurance a thread through time. Your modern world, built on their foundations, rests on these slow steps, each a labor of patience and hope. Now, picture a village at twilight, the year 500 BCE, its fire glowing softly, the air scented with wood smoke and fresh bread. Families gather, their faces lit by embers, sharing stories of rivers and fields. Hear the soft clink of clay cups, the murmur of a tale about the first farmers. Feel the warmth of a woven blanket, its fibers coarse but comforting. From scattered tribes to organized kingdoms, humanity's first chapters were a gentle climb, each step a quiet triumph. These stories, etched in artifacts, whisper of resilience, their legacy enduring in the Earth's embrace. Your modern life, fast, connected, owes its roots to these patient beginnings, a foundation for the empires to come. As you linger in this scene, let the river's soft flow carry you, its ripples a lullaby of time. The fire's crackle fades, the air cool with the scent of night and clay. Humanity's dawn was a tapestry of small acts, sowing seeds, etching tablets, praying to ancestors, woven with care. Archaeological whispers, cave walls, pyramid stones, oracle bones hold their story, a calm prelude to the age of empires. Let this reflection settle, a gentle bridge to the next chapter, where new kingdoms rise under the same ancient sky, their tales waiting to unfold.